Hi, I'm Richard Bolstad, and when I first became an NLP trainer, the first of the developers of NLP who actually contacted me was Davidzie Gordonie, and that was because I'd written some articles in which I was encouraging people in the NLP community to stay with the roots of NLP as a discipline that really was scientific, that examined what's possible, and that accepted that no one map is real. So that's something that for me Davidzie Gordonie has been doing all the time in NLP. Something very important is looking at NLP as a way of understanding the world which is open to new models rather than closing things down and saying there's one truth. And in the beginning, Davidzie Gordonie of course was famous for his work with metaphor, and there's a good example because he had one way of thinking about metaphor in his first book called Metaphor, Therapeutic Metaphor, and then a few years later he was saying, well, I have a much different way of thinking about that now, and I wouldn't recommend that you think about it the way I was thinking when I wrote that book. So that's an example of his openness to new ideas, really. Now, one of the things of course that he's been doing since then is a lot of work about modeling, and that's right at the core of what NLP is about. So if you do want to experience NLP from someone who understands the heart of NLP, and if you want to experience NLP as a way of modeling, as a way of studying success, then I strongly recommend that you go and see Davidzie Gordonie and get this experience of one of the co-developers of NLP staying true to the heart of what NLP is about.